Alright, so what's up, guys? I'm just hanging out in the studio. Got a video uploading for you guys. I got a podcast to do tonight. I am going old school. I have the Note 9 right now. That's what I'm filming with. So, I figured I would chime in on the Benchmade business, right? All this craziness. I got a couple requests. If you do a little bit of research, what you will find, interestingly enough, is that Benchmade donated to Democrats, the Democrats that they donated that money to, which is because that's the bigger part of this, right? Nobody really cared too much about the fact that they were tearing up guns. It was more or less they were donating money to these Democrats who are against the Second Amendment. But they were also for loosening up knife laws. So they're a knife company. I mean, yeah, tearing up guns was fucked. They shouldn't have did that at all. They said they released a new statement today, which is why I waited, because I knew it wasn't over. They released a new statement today saying that they wouldn't do that. Oh, we were out of focus. They wouldn't do that anymore. Okay. Cool. The thing is, even before that, I can promise you that not even half of you were getting rid of your Benchmade knives. Probably less than half of you were going to go and actually destroy them. And even less number was actually never going to buy one again. I mean, in a couple weeks, nobody's going to give a shit. Even if they probably, well, maybe if they didn't state that, what they stated. At the same time, the state where they're at is a Democratic state, which is Oregon. There's so many variables you got to look at, guys. When these companies like this, you can't go, oh, I'm done with this company. They don't support the Second Amendment. If that's who you are, if that's what you're going to do, then start looking at all the companies you use. Start looking at the type of water you use, the drinks that the foods you buy, the toilet paper, the paper towels, the clothes you wear, the watches you wear, all that stuff. It's the belts, the socks, everything has a bigger, like the CEOs, they all donate money to certain companies. So if you're going to go against Benchmade for not being 2A, go around your house and do that to everything, because I can promise you less than half of you are going to do that. And, if that's the case, then you shouldn't even really care about it too much. And if maybe there are some of you, I know some of you said in the comments that, you make sure that whatever you're buying is Republican, donating at least 90% or more to Republican parties. Hey, if that's what you're doing, that's fine. Great. Keep in mind, Benchmade is a knife company. They're trying to loosen up knife laws. The Democrats that they donated to is for loosening up knife laws. So that's what's going on. What I think about that tearing up the guns, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could look at that. Like, those guns could have maybe possibility ended up on the civilian market, yeah. And then at the same time, they could have still ended up in the hands of people who shouldn't have them. Especially with the way that these mental health issues are these days. So, I don't want to say that they should make this crazy, test or something you should have to take, but I think there should be a way to make sure that somebody buying a gun, they're not crazy, but I don't know how you do that, so that's up to people who are smarter than me, I guess. But anyways, it's just the same thing really has been what I've been saying about these gun channels. I mean, I made a video the other day, I don't know how many of you seen it, but I made a video saying about how these gun channels are telling you to fight for the Second Amendment, telling you to go for the Gunners America, blah, 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 Second Amendment, you're not a patriot, and all this other crap. But then at the same time, they're using Patron, which is not for the First Amendment. They are against freedom of speech. It's a proven thing. They've been kicking people off for freedom of speech. So, but yet you still use Patreon and you use it to take money from your subscribers for content that you should be releasing for free. when your content isn't that good anyway. It's just basically you up on with a camera with one angle with no real B-roll or anything, just talking about guns. I mean, what could you possibly need donations for? You're not doing anything. So it's just kind of, those channels really bother me lately, and I've seen them a lot. So if you're going to fight for the Second Amendment, then you really shouldn't even be using Patreon. You know, if you're going to fight for one thing, you got to fight for the whole thing, which is the Constitution. It's not just one part of it. It's all of it that's under attack. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world right now with all that. And I think that everybody needs to really just, before they react so quickly to a company, you know, they need to look at all the variables. I've seen a lot of people reacting right away on Instagram and in the comments and everything. And I honestly, the first thing I did was when I looked at that and I went, oh, they tore up a bunch of guns. And I kept scrolling. I didn't even think twice about it. And this was on last week or whatever. And why is that? Well, because that happens all the time. It's just been made aware because that dummy cop put a video out of it. And then not only that, but then the Democrat, they released a statement, Benchmade. I don't even know. Oh, well, people found out because of the cops video, I guess. And then people were questioning, and then one thing led to another. But, you know, honestly, I didn't even think nothing about it. I'm just like, wow, another company tore up some guns for the cops. They either thought that those guns were going to end up in the wrong hands, or, you know, they were old freaking shotguns and whatever. Anyway, I guess. Who knows? You know, there's guns, I didn't see them tearing up no, like, brand new AR-15s or nothing like that. And, you know, I don't know why they had to use their facility. They looked like they were cutting them with saws. I was under the impression that when they did that, they melted them. When you need a facility, a knife company's facility, wouldn't you, think that they're going to melt them or something? I don't know. So it all seemed a little weird to me. But anyway, I would never do nothing like that. I mean, I'm a pro 2A guy myself, obviously pro knife, but it's one of those situations where you got to look at all the variables and just kind of not react right away. Everybody wants to react right away to something, and it's kind of annoying. So just wait, do your own research. You could look any of this stuff up. You can look up any of the companies you want and find out what party they're supporting, Democrat, Republican, you know, and what the percentage of it is. I work for a certain company that supports a certain thing. That doesn't mean I support that thing. So it's, you know, one of those things you gotta look at. So anyway, in other news, we are so close to 2,000 subscribers, and I wanted to say thank you everyone for that, because that is pretty freaking amazing, to be honest with you. And we got to 2,000 pretty quick. 2,000. I mean, we just hit 1,900 yesterday, and it's like 100 subscribers in 2 days almost, or, you know, whatever. So I'm not used to the phone. So that's awesome. Thank you, everyone. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I got tons of videos to do this summer. I got a couple watches I got to review this week. I got a video uploading right now about skinny vlogging, gym vlogs, chest and arm day coming right now. It's on just doing a description and the tags and stuff like that. So that's why I whipped out the phone. I was just like, whatever, I'll do an 8-minute video or 9-minute video or whatever real quick. Back old school with the hard city, with the old ways with the phone. I used to do these videos like this. It's kind of hard to believe that we've come to all this, you know. So anyway, this is how we used to do the videos for the last 3 years. This is what they were, just on the phone. That's what we did. Got us this far, right? So anyway, that's it. That's how I feel about it. And, you know, don't overreact to things like that. Let it all sink in. Let it all blow over a few days. There's no reason for you to get... I think you'll be okay if you own a Benchmade. I think you'll be okay. They're still beautiful knives, all right? So, a knife company is going to stand by knife laws over anything else, and that's just what's best for their business. Anyways, I hope you guys... enjoy the videos lately, and I'll see you guys later. Like, share, subscribe. Peace. 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 All right, how do I stop? This one?